Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is the first day of the ReadEhThon, which is a ReadEhthon hosted by Kayla from Books And Lala, as well as like a couple other creators. And the whole goal and point of the ReadEhThon is to read books either set in Canada or books by Canadian authors. I wasn't sure if I was going to participate or not, but I decided very last minute that I would. And so I have a couple of books that I'm going to go over real quick to my TBR. So the first book that I have is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. Margaret Atwood is Canadian, and, you know, if you watch my August TBR, you know that I really want to read this book this month, so what better time to read it than the ReadEhThon, reading books by Canadian authors. The next book that I have, oh, that was my dog. The next book that I have a physical copy of right now is Room by Emma Donoghue. It is about a woman who is abducted by a man, and she's kept in like a really small room, and she's raped and ends up getting pregnant. It's about her and her son's like survival in this room, and I'm really excited to read that as well. It was really big when I was in middle school, and I just never got around to reading it. Hopefully I'll get to it this time, but if not, like, it's not the end of the world. I have a couple other books. One is Bunny by Mona Awad. That should be coming today. Then I ordered like 4 books, I think, from the library. I don't remember what all of them were off the top of my head. And hopefully those will be ready for me to go and pick up in the next couple days. So I think that the first book that I want to read, considering I wanted to read it before I knew for sure that I was going to do the ReadEhThon, is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. So Bunny just arrived in the mail today. I think I'm gonna continue with The Handmaid's Tale. I'm not very far into it. I got really sidetracked, but I'm gonna see how much I can get through that today. Maybe I'll finish it tonight. If not, I'll just finish it tomorrow. But yeah, I'm so excited. I want to read Bunny so bad, so hopefully I can do that tomorrow. So yeah, it's now 6 o'clock. I'm on page 69 of The Handmaid's Tale, so about 20% of the way through. For some reason today I was just like in a bit of a reading slump, but I am rearing to go this evening, so I have to feed them and eat dinner, and then hopefully I will get to at least halfway through The Handmaid's Tale. I mean, like, that's only like 90 more pages, so I shouldn't have an issue with that. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys later tonight. We're halfway done with The Handmaid's Tale. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. Like I said, it just wasn't a good reading day for me, so let's hope tomorrow's better. Good morning. It is day number 2 of the ReadEhThon, and I have a feeling that I'm going to be getting a lot of reading done today because, if you just hold on a second, I will show you the tropical storm that's essentially occurring right now. But there is a lot of rain, so there's nowhere to go today, which means hopefully I will get a lot of reading done. I want to finish The Handmaid's Tale. I only have like 130 pages left, so I should be able to knock that out super quick. And then after that, hopefully Bunny. Hopefully I can finish it today, but if not, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, that's my plans for the day, so I'll check in with you guys in a little while. So I have finished The Handmaid's Tale. I think I'm going to give it a 3.75 out of 5. I really enjoyed the story. I'd probably give that like a B+. I loved the symbolism throughout here, like the cigarettes being phallic, the meaning of sex, the color of red, how, how the commander is never referenced by his name, even though we know what his name is throughout the novel, and he's like the only character who Fred doesn't refer to by his name. I found that really interesting. The main thing for me was just the world building. So if you don't know, The Handmaid's Tale takes place in like a futuristic, like dystopian world where women don't really have rights. They belong to men. And for me, I just didn't really like the world building. Like, there were certain things that I felt like could have been explained a little bit more. I really like dystopian novels that go into a little bit more about how the government functions. It also felt like it was trying to like merge too many things together, because there's the whole thing about the whole idea of like women being slaves, but also like religion was thrown in there. And I understand the religion aspect of it because it referenced it throughout the novel. What I didn't get was it seemed like that there was like a war between like different denominations, and I felt like that wasn't explained very well. So had the world building been a little bit better, I probably would have given this a 4 or a 4.5 out of 5. But a 3.75 is still good, and I'm still going to read the sequel to it. So, now that I have finished The Handmaid's Tale, it is time to start Bunny, and I am so excited to do that. Me again. It's a couple minutes later, and I decided that I'm going to give The Handmaid's Tale a 4 instead of a 3.75. The reason being, I didn't realize that there was an epilogue, so I just read the epilogue, and that resolved a lot of the qualms that I had with the rest of the novel. Mainly because, so the novel is dystopian, but is told as almost like a fictional autobiography. So it's like an autobiography told from the perspective of someone in the fictional world, as opposed to just a novel told in first person. And I really liked that, and I might actually up it to 4.25, just because I really liked that. And I did like the ending, the epilogue, which was like a little lecture type thing, like told in the future, like after The Handmaid's Tale takes place. And I really enjoyed that, and I feel like it resolves some of my issues, like how Fred doesn't talk about like the government and the inner workings of the world. Well, she wouldn't have to, because if it's an autobiography, like, for instance, if I'm writing an autobiography about my life and I mention something about, like, an election, I'm not going to go into, like, the history behind the U.S. election, like, why it operates the way it does. So it makes sense that The Handmaid's Tale doesn't talk about, like, the functionings of the government, because it's told from an autobiographical point of view. So she wouldn't go into the details about the government, because it's not a book about the government. I hope that makes sense. But honestly, it cleared up a lot of my issues that I had with the book. I'm getting tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. But I'm about a quarter of the way through Bunny, and hopefully I'll finish it. Good morning. It is day 3 of the ReadEhThon. The goal today is to finish Bunny and probably start Room. I wanted to start one of the books that I got from the library. My dog's inside. But my dad took my car today, so I can't go to the library, so I'll go tomorrow. It's now 4 o'clock, and guess who didn't read today? Not entirely my fault. I went on a really long walk with my friend, like several hours, because she is going to Florida tomorrow for school. Then after that, I had an hour and a half long meeting for work. But it is now a little after 4, and I will finally be able to read. Alright, so I just finished part 1 of Bunny. I absolutely love this book. It is so weird, but I have found that I really like weird books, I guess. Like A.S. King. Love A.S. King, especially I Crawl Through It, which is probably her weirdest book. Bunny is weird in a different way, but I still love it a lot. Probably won't get too much reading done tonight. After dinner, I have a meeting at 8 and then another meeting at 9:30. So hopefully I'll get like some reading done before the first meeting. But we'll see. I really want to get to around the halfway point of Bunny tonight. I wanted to finish it, but it just realistically doesn't look like that's going to happen, which is okay. And that's just something that we have to live with, that, you know, life gets in the way of reading sometimes, which is fine. But yeah, I love Bunny. It's 10:45. It's late. However, the meetings are finally done, and I'm gonna read for the next like hour or two. I have a doctor's appointment early tomorrow morning, but it's the ReadEhThon, so who cares? I reached the halfway point in Bunny, but like I said, I have to wake up early in the morning, so time for bed. Tomorrow, though, I definitely have to finish Bunny. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how long it's taking me. Hopefully, I will finish Bunny. I'm really falling behind, but it's fine. Hello, and it is day 4 of the ReadEhThon. Today we are going to finish Bunny and maybe start Room. And yeah, that's really exciting. And also, I just want to show you guys, I guess, what I'm up to today, because besides just reading, I have some other things planned to prepare me for going back to school. So yeah, I'll take you guys with me and show you what my day today looks like. But I just finished my doctor's appointment, so it's time to go home, and like I said, we're gonna read Bunny and hopefully get to room eventually. So it's a couple hours later. I haven't read yet. I came home and was really tired, so I took a nap. So it's only a little afternoon though, so it's not that late in the day, and I'm gonna start reading now. Making my way through Bunny. I'm on page 200-ish, but now it is time for lunch. And after lunch, this is when I have things to do. I'm going to study for calculus. I'm taking a calc class in the fall, and I haven't taken calculus in over a year. So I'm gonna study for calc for about 2 hours, and then I'm also learning German, so I'll probably also study German for at least an hour or two. So that'll be my afternoon today, and then after dinner I will finish Bunny. Doesn't look like I'll be able to start room today, but like I said before, like, that's fine. Life happens, and we just gotta work around it and find ways to read while still, doing life. Well, I'm outside again, and time to study calculus. Woo. Just finished studying for calc. My goal is to do 1 unit per day for the next couple days. So I finished my unit for the day. I forgot how to do like basic math, so there's a lot of stuff that I need to review that I'm learning, but it's fine. And now on to learning German. So my phone's about to die, so I didn't film myself doing any German, but I reviewed the German that I had to. I'm going to probably do a lesson, like an hour-long lesson later tonight, but it started to rain, so I came inside, and right now, I just want to read Bunny, honestly. So, my phone's about to die, so I'm going to charge that and read some Bunny. Hopefully, I can finish it. I probably won't be able to, though, until later tonight, and then I'm going to do some German. So yeah, it's 8:30, but guess who hasn't finished Bunny yet? I'm a freaking failure. Things happen, but I'm going to watch a movie now with my mom, which is nice. But things happen, I guess. Hello, and welcome to day 5 of the ReadEhThon. So, I would say that today I'll finish Bunny, but I've been saying that for the past couple days, so we'll see how real that is. That is my goal for the day, is to finish Bunny, but like I said, we'll see if it happens. So thank you for coming along on the ride. And yeah, let's see if today is the day that I finally finish Bunny. I absolutely love it, but I can't seem to finish it for some reason. But hopefully today's the day. All right, finally finished Bunny. And like I was expecting, 5 out of 5 stars. I think it's a new favorite, like a new top 10 favorite for me. I absolutely loved it. So what is it about? What isn't it about, really? It's about this girl named Samantha, who is part of a Master's of Fine Arts program in creative writing at Warren University, which I'm pretty sure is modeled after Brown, right? Okay, so I was reading this, and just the way that it's described as being, like, super artsy and, like, everything else, I was pretty sure it was Brown, and I come to find out that Mona Awad actually did her MFA in creative writing at Brown. So I think it's safe to assume that this is Brown. But anyway, that's not the point. And there's, like, this cultish group of girls in her program who call themselves bunnies, and they do things with bunnies. Not going to get into it, but it was really interesting. It was super cool to see, like, the theme of being an insider versus an outsider, as well as the themes of, like, intellectualism and, like, exclusion in academia. There was, like, a lot of little sorted remarks, almost, of, them using, like, large, convoluted jargon just for the sake of using it without actually conveying any meaning, and I thought that that was really interesting. The whole book in general, I loved it. It was super crazy, and I love books where you can't tell what's real and what's not. Again, very a la A.S. King, I Crawl Through It kind of vibes, but like crazier. So I really, really enjoyed it. I could just go on and on about Bunny. I'll have to film like a whole video about Bunny or something. Like, if I were an English teacher, honestly, I'd probably teach this book. I feel like that there are so many themes throughout it and so many things that you can really talk about. Like, for instance, in one section of the novel, the main character, Samantha, she refers to herself by the first person plural, we, and doesn't use pronouns when referring to the group of girls that they call themselves Bunny. She only calls them Bunny. So it was really interesting to read that, and, you know, I feel like it'd be so fun to, like, analyze that deeper, which obviously I'm not going to do right now, because I feel like nobody is interested in that, how I am. However, at the end of the day, loved this book. Definitely recommend it if you are into weird books. So yeah, it's late now, because like always, I just got sidetracked and would go through periods where I'm like, I don't want to, excuse me, and would go through periods where I was like, I don't want to read right now. I probably will still start Room tonight, though, because it's, like, late, but not that late, and honestly, I'm not really that tired at the moment, so I'll probably start Room. But yeah, thank you for coming along on this wonderful ride that was reading Bunny, and like I said, I think I'm going to have to do a video in the future, just talking about, like, analyzing Bunny. This is one of those books that I could read, like, just over and over again, because it's not really plot driven. It's more focused on the characters and characterization, which traditionally I don't really like. However, in this scenario, I really enjoy it. Again, very a la A.S. King. I feel like she has a similar writing style where it's not so much plot driven. Like, yes, there is a plot, and yes, there is a plot in Bunny, but it's more so focused on the characters and, like, character building and characterization. And because of that, I feel like I could read it over and over again, because with books that are heavily plot driven, I traditionally don't reread them because I already know what's going to happen. But in this book, like, you can reread it and just find something new about the book. Anyway, that was a long rave, as opposed to a rant, about Bunny. Please read it. Good afternoon, and welcome to day 5 of the Read-A-Thon. Today on the docket, the only thing we have is Room. That is the only book I have left for the Read-A-Thon. So that is what I'll be reading for the next 2 days. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. Last night, I said that I was going to start Room. I got to page, like, 8, maybe. I just wasn't that into it, so let's give it a second try today and see if I can more into it. Change of plans. So, I just got a text from CVS that one of my medications is refilled. So, what I'm actually going to do is go to CVS and pick up my medication, and while I'm over there, there's a bookstore over there, like a used bookstore. So I think while I'm over there, I am going to go to the bookstore and we'll do a little mini haul. Okay, I'm back, so let's do our little mini book haul. The first book that I got is The Tempest by William Shakespeare. I have to read this for one of my classes in the fall, which is actually a history class, like not an English class or anything. So I thought, what better time to buy it than right now when it is only $2. The next one that I got is An American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser. I've actually been to the lake that this book takes place at, because it's based off of the events of a real murder that happened. And I've been to that lake before, multiple times. It's in upstate New York, and I wanted to read it, and again, it was $2. So who could pass that up? And the last book that I got is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. You know, I went to expand my reading of classics, and it was $2. All these books for $6. Like, how could anyone pass that up? So that is my little mini book haul. It wasn't that exciting. Maybe I'll film a whole, like, August book haul, because I've gotten a couple of books this month. That'll be fun. That'll be coming. That'll be a video. But yeah, so that was that. And now, time to read Room. I'm really not loving Room. We'll see. I'll give it a chance, but like, if I really don't enjoy it, I'm not gonna force myself to read it. And if that happens, then I guess I'll just end the ReadEhThon early. But I would like to get through Room. But I'm not gonna force myself if I absolutely hate it. It's late, so I'm gonna go to bed, but I'm on page 53 of Room, and honestly, I'm really enjoying it. The first 20 pages were kind of slow. It was hard for me to get into it, but after that, I really enjoyed like the next 33 pages, I guess. So yeah, I'm actually really enjoying Room. I didn't think I was. And then I guess tomorrow, the only thing I really have to do is try to finish Room. So that's about 270, well, it's 269 pages. So we'll see if I can finish that or not. I mean, like, technically, yes, I can. I have the ability to, but it's more so just like, do I have the attention span to finish Room tomorrow? But that is the goal, and then that will conclude the ReadEhThon. So I will check in with you tomorrow for the last day of the ReadEhThon. Very exciting. But yeah, evening of the final day of the ReadEhThon. I'm gonna be completely honest and say that I haven't started reading yet. Today I was really sick. So I just like was in the mood to read. But yeah, I'm gonna read now. We'll see how much of Room I get done. But thank you for coming along with this journey with me, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to do more vlogs. Hello. It is the next morning. Ignore my hair. But did I finish Room? The answer is I did not. I am a little more than halfway through Room, and right now I'm probably going to give it like 3 stars. It's not horrible, like, at all, but the kid in the book is just insufferable. I hate him a lot. I find him so annoying. I'll probably finish Room today, but thank you for coming with me on the ReadEhThon. I'm sorry that I didn't get that much reading done. Unfortunately, I have been ill this week, and yeah, that's it. Please subscribe for more future content, and see you later.